Can a saltwater produce electricity? How is it possible? In this video, we will have an experiment about saltwater and how it energized LED light. What are the materials needed? Water. Water container, plastic cups. Salt. Aluminum can, cut to strips. Copper plate, cut to strips. Rubber bands. Light emitting diode, LED. Switch. Alligator clips. We will now proceed to the setup. Prepare 9 plastic cups and pour it with water. The volume of the water must be 90% and must not overflow to its container. In each plastic cups that has water, add salt. The amount of salt in each cups must be equally distributed. Combine the aluminum strips with the copper strips and tie it with rubber band. Place the combined aluminum strips and copper strips in between the plastic cups. And on the right end, clip the black alligator wire to the aluminum strips. Clip the red alligator wires to the copper strips in the end left side of the lane of the cups. Connect the switch to the red wire into the anode of LED. Connect the cathode of LED to the black wire. We will now proceed to the visualization.
We will now hear in the visualization part. This software is called CodeSys. CodeSys is a place where you can code to run a program, visualize a scenario, and animate or make move a certain object. As a mechatronics engineering student, we use CodeSys to program. We use different kinds of programming languages such as LD or ladder diagram, ST or structured text, etc. But in this moment, in this experiment, we will use CodeSys to visualize how can saltwater energize the LED. We use simple SU programming or structured text programming. Basic example of this is the if-else function, and we use to imitate the actual scenario of the experiment, the materials being used, and how it operates. We will now commence the program. In this program, you must have the code, the visualization, and the declaration in order to run the program. And once you have those, you can now select the online tab. In this tab, you will select login and then simulation mode, simulation code. You can see that the program is now active, and in order to start the program, you must select run and you're ready to go. You can see the actual scenario of the experiment. We have 9 cups, pairs of aluminum and copper strips being binded with the rubber bands, the black and red alligator clips and wires, the switch and the LED. It is a simple program that basically turns on and off the LED. We place the code inside the switch. If the switch is being turned on, our LED will be our indicator. We can notice the red light from the LED. On the other hand, when you turn it off, the LED will not produce light. In the actual experiment, the amount of salt must satisfy the needs of the water in order to have 100% light that is being produced by the LED. Of course, the experiment, we conducted it on daylight, so you may notice that the LED may not produce the light completely, but when you cover it by your hand, you can see it lit completely. The objective of this experiment is to help residents that does not have electricity in their home, especially at night. The saltwater can help to light bulbs and replace electricity when needed.
and lastly, the application. We will now commence the experiment.
Dito po tayo ngayon sa BulSU Meneses. Nawala po.
Humina yung ilaw.
Nakita nyo po, humina daw ang ilaw. Wala na po tayong asin. Tama lang. Haluin mo na lang mabuti.
Okay, nakakatikit.
Wala naman.
Hindi yung nakakatikit.
Yun. May ilaw po siya. May ilaw. Pretty like Miley.
Kanina lakas yan, no? Meron na kayong switch.
Yun nga lang problema.
In this experiment, we conducted 3 trials. In the first trial, we needed to check if the aluminum strips is in contact to the copper strips, because if so, the experiment will not work. We must consider that situation. Also, the light that being produced by the LED, if it lit 100%. If not, we must mix the salt to the water thoroughly to make the experiment possible.
Ayun, ayun na. Sinimulan ni Paolo. As you can see, yun.
Oh, that's light.
Yun.
It's lighting.
Light.
It's lighting up.
Alright. Use.
Oh,
Yan.
on.
And
Oh.
Raymart is our inventor. Mart, once again,
Wala nang idea.
you must look at this. Oh my god. Oh, and this will end my video.
For the second trial, the LED lit 100%. It means that the salt is well mixed in the water and the aluminum strips is not in contact to the copper strips. Also, we use switch in the circuit for the safety of our connection.
Mart, once more. As you can see, Raymart is an inventor. That's all.
Wait lang. Okay.
As you can see, we have a triple electronic device. And Mart is using the switch to operate the 3 LED light. And we hope we get a million likes. It like Miley. Yes, please subscribe. Our YouTube channel is Raymart's Inventory.
For the last trial, we used 3 LED to measure the full capacity of the non-cups that has salt water. And these 3 LED can lit 100%. And to conclude the experiment completed the 3 trials. How is the saltwater experiment possible? This is because the copper strip acts as a positive electrode and the aluminum strip acts as the negative electrode. These 2 electrodes combined now produce galvanic cell. Galvanic cell or electrochemical cell is a process that happens when pouring a water and a salt to the cup that has copper and aluminum strips submerged to it. This salt water is now the path of the electrical energy, and redox reaction is the reaction of the 2 different metals connected to a salt bridge, or in our case, the salt water.